Good evening, Matt. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm not too bad. How you doing?
Pretty good. So today we're going to go over 42 42 CFR part two. Here I'll show you briefly. Um, this is the a link to a website I'm going to send you in case you have any questions. But basically, what this says is that it's a federal document saying that you're protected from federally assisted programs as far as your substance use disorder treatment goes. So basically, it means that what you say and what you tell me and the treatment team here is confidential. We won't release that information to anybody without your request, and you are protected with the 42 CFR law as well. And so, speaking of the individuals who you will release your information to, that brings me to the ROI. And ROI states that it's a release of information. So let's say you have, your PO, your lawyer, your kid's wife, if you want them to know what's going on with you, we just need to go over this document and have you sign it. How does that sound?
Nah, I like that.
Okay. And so, yeah, and then we have, and that will help us with the HIPAA law. So like if we don't have this document, Matt, we can't break your HIPAA privacy to anyone. Now there are rare circumstances in which we are obligated to, which is, harm to yourself or others. And then internal communication. So, like my supervisor, and they're very respectful of the confidentiality. So, what we talk about here in the office stays between us counselors in the office. And then obviously, the other stipulation is the medical emergency. So if something were to happen, fall down and, break your leg, then we would have to call the paramedics and so on. And so those are the only stipulations to breaking the 42 CFR or HIPAA laws that we have in place. So today we're going to go over this ROI, which you can see on the screen, correct?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So the following information, this is a release of confidential information, which is this consent form, the diagnosis, prognosis, which you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with I just the discharge date, the admission date, discharge information. For this one, I would like to keep confidential.
So the discharge date, admissions date, and discharge information, you'd like to keep confidential?
Yes, please.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, only the following confidential information, that one doesn't apply.
No.
Okay, so we don't check this one.
No.
To and from the following organization. Is there any organization?
Petra.
So, okay. And was okay. The purpose of this disclosure is to
support treatment.
Yes. Okay. So by signing this form, you understand when I am asked to fill out this consent, I'm entitled to a copy. You have the right to revoke this consent at any time. Any revocation will not affect any action that has already been taken based on the original authorization, and that you understand that your permission will end on this date. If you have a specific date in mind, or we could just do 1 year.
1 year, yeah, 1 year.
1 year, okay. All right, so now I just need to get your permission to get a signature from you. Do I have your permission for your signature?
Oh, yes.
Yikes. Okay. And then oops.
Yeah.
All right, I just need to get this sent over to my supervisor for a signature, and then we will do one more ROI. Um, um, okay, so that one's sent. We're going to go back. Let's see here. Oh,
Yep.
oops.
Create new. Sorry.
You're fine. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do a second one. You said you had a attorney or a parole officer you would like to create another ROI for?
Yes, Craig Swap, my attorney.
Okay. And so for the following confidential information,
I think we should probably go ahead and do everything.
everything for this one? Okay. Sounds good. And one more thing that I just want to discuss with you is that is really important for us to have these ROIs in place because like I explained earlier, we cannot disclose anything like your the assessment or your attorney wants to know your discharge information, like when you'll be leaving. So you can report that to the courts, like we won't be able to disclose that. So it is important that we get these done. And that that we can disclose this because we are not obligated to disclose any information, even if you've been here or not. So
Yeah.
okay, to facilitate court litigation purposes,
Yeah.
right? And then same thing as the last one. You're entitled to a copy of this consent. You have the right to revoke this consent at any time. Any revocation will not affect any action that has already been taken based on the original authorization. And then that your permission will end. We're going to do a year again.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And then I have your permission to get a signature from you.
Mm-hmm. Plus sign.
What's that?
You got to hit the plus sign. Yeah.
Did I do that on the last one?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Let me just go back and look at this first one that we did here. Hmm. All right, Matt. Well, I might need one more signature from you. I just got to go back and look over some documents.
Okay, we can redo that ROI if you want, if you need to.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just redo that first one.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't, sorry about that. Just take a second. Oops.
No problem.
Okay, so this is the one that we're gonna do for Petra.
Right.
And
So
then you said everything but the discharge date, admission date, and discharge information.
yes, sir.
Okay. And this one was for purpose of this is to support treatment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think you got to put Petra's name right there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. And you said 1 year is okay with you.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Okay. And I have your permission to sign again.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in today, Matt. Sorry that took so long, but it looks like we got it taken care of.
Yeah.
And so if your attorney or your girlfriend calls for you, we can get you in touch with them and they can be involved in your treatment.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Ah. All right, stop. I stopped sharing. Did I stop recording? Oh,
Yeah.
God.